they're gonna see newbie gains for the first couple like weeks, and then be like, dude, like this is easy. Like, how are people not massive? What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the In Our House podcast, New Year's special.
Welcome
Happy
back.
New Year's.
We in 2023, baby.
2023.
Yeah.
Before we get into all the topics we've got for today's episode, make sure you guys go down, hit that subscribe button.
Sir.
Did you hear that, Pablo? Have they hit it yet?
I think they did now. I heard it.
I heard it. Yeah. Thanks, guys. But welcome back. New Year's.
Yeah.
We all know what that means. New Year's resolutions. Kind of jumping straight into it, but
yeah.
Actually, before we get into New Year's resolutions, I kind of want to do a 2022 recap as far as like podcasting, like my YouTube channel, and then as far as just life. So I can go ahead and start off. I'll start off with the life part.
Okay.
2022 recap. Honestly, I can't remember the first
part of the year.
First part of the year.
Dude, that's funny because this year for me was super intense. I had so many life-changing things happen that I feel like I remember almost every single month.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'll let you go ahead and start, but I feel like I really do remember so much of this year.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so beginning of the year, January, I mean, I was still in school and all that. I think like just January through like the summer, my main focus was just like grinding out YouTube,
right,
school, and work. But like it was honestly pretty boring, and then working out. And then so like the first year was all right.
Yeah. You mean first part of the year?
First part of the year.
Yeah.
That's what I said in my head, but not out loud.
You forgot the word part?
Yeah. And then going into the summer is when I think this year is going into the summer this year is when I started getting some views on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, dude.
Because that's when I first started filming soccer videos, because I've always wanted to film soccer videos.
I mean, you have like 1,000 subscribers now, right?
Officially today I hit 1,301.
Let's go, bro.
1,300? Oh my goodness. I still can't believe it. Yeah. But because I always wanted to film soccer videos, so I'm like, you know what? Started off strong with the crossbar challenge.
Yeah,
dude. With Gabby, and then we went over to a field somewhere nearby where we used to live, and it was funny because the goals that we were using, they were actually backwards because they were chained up. So we're like, you know what? Let's just use them like this.
Right.
And I started filming soccer videos. Did crossbar challenge the first time, and then I think after that we did like a couples challenge. The first soccer video that popped off was a couples challenge with Andy and Alma, and that one got like 700, 600 views when I had like 20 subscribers. And dude, I was flipping out.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So I think throughout the whole summer, I think my main thing was YouTube, and then I think I had like a summer class or something. And then now going into the fall and leading into the winter, I think we upgraded more in the podcast setting, which I really like. We got onto Spotify, we got onto Google Podcasts. If you guys haven't, go check us out there.
Yeah. I mean, just recently we got these mics. Whoa. Oh, I almost dropped it.
Nice catch.
Yeah. But recently we got these mics. We have full tripod set up now. We have one legit camera, which is his main one. And so we knocked out one phone. We have 2 lights up.
Oh, speaking of lights. Sorry, I had a...
Oh.
Sorry, guys. I remember last episode, I had it set at 25% on the lights.
Oh.
Just before you got here, and I was going to change it when we started.
And you just completely forgot.
And I forgot, so sorry for the light change.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, just as far as the podcast, we've had some equipment changes. It's been helping out a lot, making it seem just that much more official, you know?
Yeah. And then now... going into Christmas, Christmas just passed, but we're recording it before. It's going to be kind of weird because Christmas might not happen for us just because there's supposed to be a really bad snowstorm, and it's supposed to get like really cold with really high winds.
Yeah,
and
it's like, I think it's supposed to be a blizzard.
Yeah.
From what I've heard the news say.
And like we might not even... or like the Gabby's family might end up canceling Christmas because some of them have to travel to get there. And like we'll just to not even go outside either because it's supposed to be really
if it's too dangerous, like what's the point? There's no point. Just postpone it, get together another day.
Because like even some jobs might close too. Like your job might, my job might.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. My job probably won't close unless it's like a literal like blizzard nobody can see. But even then, they'll be like.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as like you being able to go, maybe like with the like you said earlier with the area, if your area's in like red, then
I think if it's a.
I think it's
because I keep on. Okay, but I'll just move it over here.
Yeah.
But I think if my area's like in a yellow zone, we can just call in and not go to work. You won't get paid, but you won't get a hit. So that's nice. But,
hopefully you still get your holiday pay with that. But
I just have to call. But
kind of capping off on my 2022 year, I think this year has been the year that's really put me towards the path that I want to be in. Like, especially with YouTube. As a kid, I've always wanted to make YouTube videos.
Dude. And it's cool because I remember we started off. Remember, I think I don't know if it's. I try to look for it, but I don't know if YouTube like deletes stuff.
Is it a YouTube or a Vine?
It's a YouTube video.
Oh,
remember? And I was the goalie, and you were taking shots at penalties. Yeah, and I don't even know how old we were when I put that up. I think we were in high school, if not younger than high school.
So we always have been wanting to do YouTube, and what's crazy is that video was soccer, and like that's basically my channel is like
dude, it just I'm the epitome of negative comments getting into my head. There was one comment that said, "Good job, bro, like I see potential, you're good," and the next comment said, "You suck, you should stop doing videos."
You're like, fuck this.
and I haven't done videos since.
I've had a lot of negative comments on my videos, but I just kind of look at them like, "Oh, this is fun. Like, thanks for commenting." They're like, attention.
You're like,
comment some more. Please comment some more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think 2022 has been the best year so far for me, and I got married.
You did get married this year, huh? Oh shit!
Yeah. So honestly, 2022 has been.
Damn, that was this year.
It feels like
it was summertime, right?
Yeah, it feels like it was a while ago, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Dang, got married in May, and honestly, best day of my life so far.
Yeah, nice, dude. I totally forgot that was this year. I honestly thought that was last year.
It kind of feels like we've been married for a while because we've been living together for so many years.
Honestly, like you guys have at least for like in my kind of vision, you guys have always been like a unit. So like it's always been like, you guys are kind of married already without like the official title, but now you have been official for a month now, so that's cool. Damn, that's dope as fuck.
Yeah, so 2022 was really good for me. Hoping for better for 2023.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the momentum you have, and just from the reels you showed me before we started recording,
I showed Pablo some behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Which is nice because I don't get too much feedback as far as my YouTube videos. Besides Gabby, and like the comments that I get. So I always usually send Pablo some stuff like thumbnail stuff or like titles and what he thinks. So it's nice to get some feedback.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just you saw my reactions on the videos you made. They're legit. So with the work you're putting in, it's literally just a matter of time. You're just getting that. It's like exponentially, you know. You're kind of right here right now, but once it starts going up, you're gonna fucking take off.
I hope so.
Yeah, that's fucking dope, bro.
Just keeping up the grind.
Yeah, but for me, the beginning of the year, I think Karen and I in January, we sat down and we talked about having a kid.
Mm-hmm. And that was in January?
That was in January. I think in December we talked about it, and I think in November we tried. Either November or October we tried, like once or twice, but we didn't feel comfortable with it, and we're like, you know what, like, it didn't hit. Like, she didn't get pregnant, so like, we'll wait. But then it came up again in January, and we were kind of doing the math, and we're like, well, like, let's try again, and if it doesn't happen by the end of February, I think is what it was, or the end of March, then we were just gonna hold off for like 5 years and wait until both of us got out of college and all this. And right when both of us were like, all right, cool, and we were both set to have a kid, like, she got pregnant like that, dude. Nice. It was so fast. Yeah, so then all of that happened. She got pregnant, and she gave birth in November, and now I have a 1-month-old.
She is the cutest baby ever.
Yeah, thanks, bro. I cried again this morning.
Oh, really? What happened this time?
I was just eating breakfast, and I was looking at her on her damn swing. And
you're like, shit?
Yeah, dude. And I was looking at Kaden doing dishes, and Otis was just chilling, biting his toy. And I was just like filled with so much love, I just started crying.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, I'm a bitch.
Yeah,
I'm super
Pablo's.
emotional.
I've told him this a lot in his life. Pablo's like a big soft teddy bear.
Yeah. Well, when I played soccer in Tecumseh,
yeah.
that's what Coach Morrow called me.
Yeah.
She called me a teddy bear. Yeah. But it's all good. That's all I be. And this, I think, it was before your wedding, in the springtime, is when I got scammed. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
That happened this year.
How much money did you get scammed?
It was $400.
Damn.
Yeah, fucking pendejo. But it's all good. I mean, it's a learning lesson. And now I know, for whatever reason, I tend to fall for stuff.
We almost had a situation earlier that he had called me about.
Yeah. I still have to tell him that I'm not gonna take the opportunity, but at least not right now. And I don't know, but yeah, now whenever something seems a little off, I'll ask you, I'll ask Andy, I'll ask Gaden, I'll hit somebody up and be like, what do you guys think about this?
Yeah, which is good for like anything. If you guys are having questions about stuff, just ask other people. Because like if you don't know yourself, the best thing you can do is ask other people and like ask them for their opinion to see what they think about it. Because if you like are in a point in time where like you really want something to happen, you're not going to see those really small things that other people are that you'll ask.
Yeah, and I think with this, ever since I got scammed and I've kind of done like a lot of like searching, I am more content with doing what I love and taking my time. Obviously money is a huge part and stuff, but it's not like my main thing, you know, because there's so many opportunities for like just like regular jobs or stuff that I could go take money and like make a lot of money, but it would take me away from my family like a lot. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, I want to go with family. So
yeah.
But yeah. And then what happened? And then school started and I was like back and forth with dropping out and staying in school, and I stayed in school, and as far as I know, I passed this semester. Well, all my classes. There's one class that I'm scared for, but supposedly there's a curve, and I'm counting on that curve to make me pass.
When are grades officially due?
I think it's like
sometime this week or next week.
I think it's this week, okay. Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't keep track with that stuff.
I don't know, bro. But if it doesn't get curved, I'm not gonna make it to ICOR next semester, which is gonna put a huge damper in the plans, because now I have to set back not just one semester. I mean, yeah, one semester, but it's the spring semester, so I have to wait all the spring and the summer to get back in. Mm-hmm. You know, but it is what it is. If that happens, fine. I'll try to find the blessing in it. You know, just go to school for that one class, kill it in that class, and then go ham on work, go ham on the podcast. I've been trying to muster up the courage to do more YouTube videos, but I always talk myself out of it.
Why? Okay. Here's another
intervention.
That's what I'm looking for. Why?
Yeah.
So what is stopping you from uploading? Is it just the fear of like people seeing the stuff that you upload and them like thinking you're like cringe or something?
No, I think it's just more like me not, for whatever reason, like I want to do it, but just the thought of like doing it and like doing the editing gets so overwhelming for me. But in the way to where I'm like, I don't think I'll ever get it good enough to how I want it, that I don't put it out.
I think there's a lot of,
because I have some videos that I started like in my DaVinci, but I just started them, like it's clipped and I just have to add some stuff, but I don't.
Dude, just upload.
They're just there. You know what I mean? Like they're not finished edits, but they're like half started edits.
Nobody is expecting a Mr. Beast type of video from like any of us besides Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Maybe from yourself, but you have to realize that if you are expecting perfection from a video, you're never gonna post.
Yeah, I know.
Like
but
every single video that I've done, I've seen like many flaws. But I'm like, if I keep trying to like figure out how to do this, I'm gonna waste like hours just trying to figure out this one thing when I could spend that time on something that I'm better at. Like I'm trying to learn how to do thumbnails better now.
Yeah.
So I spend that time on thumbnails now, so like people can click, and that one little thing that I really wanted to fix might just go over somebody's head that they won't even see.
Right. Yeah, I get you, but it's just a mental block that I'm trying to face, and yeah.
I think like the only solution is literally just posting it. I think.
Yeah.
Just because if you look back at my videos, all the vlogs that I did, some of them are just like cringy as hell, and like
I wouldn't say cringy. I would say more just like it's like, obvious that
like stale.
You're just like learning. Like the learning process is there, and you can see it. You know, like I'm not saying that's bad or anything. I'm just saying that like you can tell that you're learning how to get like learning how like what to record, how to vlog, how to do all that stuff. And
that's kind of like the point too, because you can look back on it like years from now and be like, dang, like I started there and now look where I'm at.
Yeah. So you're right.
If you look at it that way, like if you start posting now and then you just learn from what you're doing, years later, I sometimes go back to my first video when I sit down on the table and be like, hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. And then you did a couple of pack openings, remember?
I did Pokemon pack openings too. Yeah. And I had gym videos on there. I'm terrible at gym editing, but
yeah. See, there's so many different skills. I don't know. I just have to be one thing I've been doing is staying off Instagram as much as possible. Well, one, because I have a kid. And low-key, I've just been getting into anime a lot.
Dude, Attack on Titan, if you guys haven't watched it, go watch that.
Yeah.
Now.
I've always heard everybody talk to me about it ever since I was in the military. Gun, I'm sure I've talked to him about it before. But he always talked about that show. And I just never watched it. And then finally, I'm like, you know what? Like, everyone around me is watching it. I'm like, Weddle fucking saw the whole thing. Andy knows about it. Val knows about it. The boys from Lafayette know about it. I'm like, let me just watch it. So I watched the first season on Netflix, and then I got a Crunchyroll subscription to watch the whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah. But
wait, do you have our Hulu stuff? I watched it on Hulu, so you can watch it on there.
Oh, it's because I don't have it on my phone. Oh. I've been watching it on my phone.
Okay.
And low-key, I've been too shy to ask for the password.
Dude, why? we use your Spotify.
No, I know. But I feel like I'm always like, yo, Gabby, what's your Hulu?
She doesn't care. She'll just send it to you.
Yeah. Well, I'll get it for my phone because I've been watching it on my phone. Like whenever I feed Vale, I'll just watch another episode or two. Or sometimes at night, I'll just watch an extra 2 episodes.
Yeah.
But
so you try to steer away from Instagram, or you're just kind of watching some shows now?
Yeah. I mean, I'll get on every now and then for like podcast related stuff, or like I'll go through like Vic stuff or like Elias or Cole, and I'll just like
shout out all you guys.
Yeah, I'll shout out. I'll just like you know, and every now and then I'll throw up a comment, but like just to like support them and stuff. But I try not to. I'm trying to take like a social media break as far as like getting too in my head about putting like my age compared to other people that are younger, if not the same age, doing way better than I am, as far as like, because I would like ideally to be in a similar position they are, but obviously they've done the work and I haven't. So I'm like, well, what the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah.
So that's how I've just been steering away. I'm like, you know what? This is not good for my fucking mental health, especially with the baby and on 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good combination.
No, so I'm like, you know what? Let me just chill out. I haven't gone to the gym in like 4 or 5 months now. But I'm like, you know what? It's fine. It's just this part of life, like the next 2 or so months, just until Vale's still sleeping through the night. Last night, bro, she got 4 hours of sleep.
Nice.
Like she got two stretches of 4 hours of sleep. So we got like almost 8 hours of sleep last night.
Let's go.
Dude, I feel great.
I can tell.
I feel great. But yeah, so my 2022 was good. 2023 is going to be better. We're starting to like budget everything again and keeping that up to check.
Dude, babies are expensive. That one day I went to go get some food for you guys when you guys had to go out.
When you got the formula?
Yeah, dude, that one little thing is like $18 and she eats a lot.
And the thing is, one can for like a purely breastfed baby or formula fed baby, I think one can lasts about 3 to 4 days. And if not, like about a week.
And Vale is like both, right? She
gets breast milk, and whatever she doesn't get filled with, we just give her formula on top. And still, we kind of run through formula a lot.
That's crazy, man. And I can't even imagine how expensive diapers are, or like you have to buy now. Like she's growing, so like she's growing out of her clothes and everything. Luckily enough, like. It's Christmas time and she's gonna get a bunch of stuff.
Well, honestly, for us, we just kind of we recycle a lot of her clothes. She wears just a lot of the same stuff, just because we didn't spend the money on a whole bunch of clothes. But
does she at least like fit in them?
Yeah, for now. But we have like all the way up to like a year.
Oh, okay.
Like we have like 6 or 7 outfits for like each stage up to a year. Yeah.
Oh, then that's it.
I think so.
Because like in my mind, I was thinking like you guys had like she was born and you guys are just buying her clothes as she grows.
No, we
I guess
we kind of prep for it.
Yeah, I guess a smart thing to do is buy like some months ahead of clothes already.
Yeah. The funny thing is sometimes people would give us stuff that like a cute like summer thing but it's like newborn.
Oh.
And it's like she won't fit in it by summer.
Like
She'll
that's
be like
never gonna be used.
Yeah, she'll be like 8 months in the summertime or something
Yeah.
like that. I'm like that she won't fit in it.
I guess you could save it for like years on if you ever have another kid, but like she's never gonna use it.
Exactly.
Or you could give it to us whenever we have one.
Yeah, if it's a girl.
If it's a girl, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm excited for 2023. I think as I've gotten older, I've stopped relying on like New Year's resolutions, to be honest. Just because I feel like it's kind of had like a negative connotation now.
Yeah.
Because a New Year's resolution tends to be something somebody does for like 2 or 3 months, and then they're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the year they just go back to what they've been doing, you know?
Yeah. I like them and I don't like them.
Yeah.
The reason I don't like them is because of that. There's I don't know, because I'm saying I don't like it, but at the same time, the things I'm saying I don't like about it, I kind of like. So let me just explain it. So, like, for example, people make, like, their New Year's resolution to get back into the gym.
Right.
What I don't like about it is that the gyms are packed. What I do like about it is that those people are making the effort to go to the gym and, like, change their lives and stuff.
Yeah, and just get healthier.
Yeah, and, like, the percent, there's a small percentage of the people that actually make New Year's resolutions actually stay, like, in the gym for, like, the rest of the year, like, make a change in life.
Right, and they just, like, the gym becomes part of their life.
Yeah, so, like, at the end of the day, that New Year's resolution, like, helped them. So that's why I like them, and I think that's why I think people should maybe still do them, because there's a small chance that it might stick.
Right.
But there's also like the rest, like 80%, 90% of people that just do it for like 2 to 3 months, and like the first 2 to 3 months of the year the gym is packed.
Yeah.
Or like a bunch of people are like starting new stuff, which is awesome, but like most of it just like dies out within like 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, I think I like the fact that it makes you rethink and kind of like digest your set of mind and where you've been at, and be like, all right, I have to change X, Y, and Z about my lifestyle, about my mindset. And at least for a little bit, you're like making an effort. Where I think it goes wrong is that people just go in ham.
Yeah.
Like right away, they're like, all right, I have to go to the gym. I'm going to start eating salads, like nothing but chicken and broccoli and rice. And I'm going to hit the gym like 5 times a week for like an hour, and weightlifting and this and that. So then after 2 months, they're burnt out, you know, because they go from not doing anything to all of a sudden doing everything, versus, all right, you know what, I'm going to be healthier. Let me start with my diet, because that's where people should start.
Yeah.
Let me start with my diet. Before I touch weights, let me make sure like I won't hurt myself doing weights. Let me make sure my stability is good. All this other stuff is good, and like ease yourself into it. It's not the sexy way about doing it. That's how nobody does it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, what are you doing? Just like band work to make sure your joints are good. Fucking pussy. You know? But it's for longevity. And that's what, at the end of the day, most people aren't going to be professional athletes. They're not going to be bodybuilders. They're not going to be powerlifters. Most people just want to be healthy.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, and like especially for like newbie people that haven't worked out in like years and start out on that first day of January, they're gonna see newbie gains for the first couple like weeks, and then be like, dude, like this is easy. Like, how are people not massive?
Yeah,
and then they hit a plateau, and then they don't know what to do. But then at that point, like that also brings into fact of how many opportunities there are at the beginning of the year for like example like trainers or like health coaches and people like that can actually help those people that hit that plateau and want to know how to get out of it in a good way.
Right. So
I think there's a lot of opportunities, and I think at the beginning of the year there's a lot of people who are very lenient about like helping others, because they like to see like people come up with new things and see like what they got or like what they want to do. Does that kind of make sense?
Can you re-explain that?
So like at the beginning of the year, I feel like people are easier going with what you have going on.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I'm trying to
like a trainer is more understanding, and it's like they're more willing to help because they know somebody new is coming in to make a change in their life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like somebody starts like posting content on Instagram.
Right.
Like everybody's going to be sharing it. And then that person that started posting the content, they see everybody sharing their content. They're like, oh, dude, like, awesome.
Yeah.
And then a couple of weeks later, they're still posting, but nobody's sharing it anymore.
Yeah.
it kind of like hits them. Like, dude, like nobody's watching my stuff anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, that's when you have to like just keep posting and like be creative, be original about your content.
Yeah.
And then just keep doing it if that's what you wanted to do.
Which I always think back to this. I'm like, it's so weird how much original content can be out there. You know what I mean? Because like when it comes to music, like there's so much rules that you can't have music sound too close to a certain other music, because then now you're like copywriting and it's on original work. And it's like YouTube videos. It's like, okay, there's another YouTube video, like there's another reaction video, there's another soccer video, but what are you gonna like do to make your piece of content original? You know, like that's the cool part about it.
Yeah, that's why I like content creation, because
Yeah.
you can make it your own. You could like literally do whatever you want.
Yeah, especially like when you have control of the edits.
Oh yeah,
You can like, you're creative, like you're literally telling us how you think. You know what I mean? Like through your videos, you're like, this is how I think, this is what I think is funny.
That's what I love about editing like your own personal videos. Like you have nobody to tell you what you can or cannot do, unless like obviously it's something bad. But like you can literally do whatever you want with your video, edit it however you want, add like little things. I think at some point on some of my videos I added like a really not. I thought it was funny, but it was kind of dumb. But it was like a voiceover of like nature in the background, trying to make it epic.
Yeah.
I was cracking up doing it. Like I had to take a couple takes on the mic because I was doing it through the mic or the old one. And
where you were talking like super deep.
Yeah. I had to do a couple takes. So I'm like, dude, this is so stupid. But I was laughing because it was dumb.
Yeah. Well, I remember when I watched that video, I was laughing so hard, you know, because I'm like, oh shit, like this is funny.
Hell
but
yeah.
that's because it's like I know where you were coming from, and you just gather like more people like that. But
Yeah.
I thought it was super funny.
Yeah, but that's why I really like content creation, because you can just make it your own.
I agree. But I don't know, man. 2023 is gonna have a lot. I mean, 2022 for me already had so much. I feel like I've talked about it a lot and touched on it again today. But hey, man, it's new in my life. You know, being a dad. So I'll probably milk it more and more as Violet gets older. I'm going through new like struggles with her, like lessons learning from her.
Well, me and the audience are all gonna just learn about like go through this path with you about how you like your fatherhood path.
Yeah,
and how
dude.
Violet is growing up, and like we're gonna hear all the stories, and it's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, like I already like look at her. I'm like, dude, one day she's gonna talk. She's gonna be 20.
She's gonna give you sass.
She's gonna be sass, dude. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck do I do?
She's gonna one day you're gonna see her drunk.
Yeah. So it's like, what do you mean you're drinking? I'm like, literally just yesterday I was holding you in my arms, feeding you breast milk.
And now she's like passed out drunk.
Yeah. But it's part of life, and it's so weird. I mean, I wanted it. I've been wanting to be a dad for like years now.
I think that's why you guys got Otis, right?
It's one of the reasons we got Otis, just to kind of like calm down my baby fever. Yeah. But only Otis only calmed me down for like 2-3 years, and then that shit came back strong.
Yeah, but now as far as like podcast goals, 2022 I think was very good for the podcast. I think it helped us establish what we really want to do with the podcast, because I think throughout the whole year we finally started getting guests on, and like guests that like have a story and or like have something going on to where like they're trying to build something.
Yeah.
So I think 2022 was a really good year for the podcast as far as bringing guests on and establishing what we want to do.
Yeah, I think it was a good base year of like learning. You know, we learned a bunch of things like equipment and what we want. We learned how to just be better host when there's a guest on. I mean, 2022 we had our first guest, and we've had so many guests on. You know.
Shout out to everybody that came on the show.
That's been on, and shout out to the people who ask us to come back on.
Yes.
Love you guys. But it's cool, you know, because we get to learn how to be better hosts and how to flow the conversation and have it be like an interview, but don't feel like an interview. It feels like you're just shooting the shit. You know what I mean? But
I think we got pretty good at it.
I think so. For the first, I don't even know how long we've been having guests on. Probably only like 8 months.
Yeah, because
maybe because
I think we started in the summer. No, oh, I don't remember, to be honest. Oh, who was our? Our first guest was Gabby, our second episode, but that's just because like we wanted to see how it was.
Well, right, but somebody from outside.
Okay, so somebody. Well, does Andy count? No, he's part of the friend group.
Yeah.
Somebody. Well, because the first guest that we've had that we both didn't really know was Cole and Elias.
Well, yeah, but was Ben?
Oh yeah,
was Ben like our first official guest?
I think he was.
So I'm gonna look it up because I don't want to offend nobody. To be honest.
Yeah, because our first guest was our second or third episode with Gabby.
Oh, by the way, guys, I'm looking at our channel right now. We're at 171 subscribers.
Let's go.
Thank you. I
Let's
appreciate
go.
you guys. Can we hit 172 before the end of the year?
Well, can we get one more subscriber?
If you're watching out there and you're the 170 and you look at the subscribe button and it's red, please be our 172nd. And if you are, hit us up on Instagram and we might give you something.
Yeah, maybe like one of our old mics that I smell. I'm not gonna lie, and this is kind of disgusting. My old mic has like a crust to it, from how much I've held it and how much like my hands sweat, and it just builds up on the mic. This is disgusting. But
No, see, I knew it.
it was Ben.
Oh, okay. So, well, first we had Andy on, and then 2 episodes later we had Alex on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So Alex was like our second like friend that came on. I mean, everyone that we've had on, they're all friends, but like we grew up with Alex.
shout out Alex. You need to come on the podcast again, bro. I'd love to have him on. He's just got to. Oh, I'm not gonna talk about that. I was gonna talk about his life, but I don't know what he wants out there or not.
I think AJ was, dude.
Oh, our virtual one?
Was that our first guest?
I think so, dude.
Because after that we had Trey on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, so we did Trey on before Ben? Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, that does sound right. Because I remember how awkward I felt throughout AJ's episode.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, AJ. Shout out AJ with Design the Everything. But it was I think the fact that it was an online episode / interview is what made it kind of awkward for me, because there was like a slight delay within answer or questions and answers.
Yeah.
But I also feel like I didn't know what to say or ask. All my questions were like, yeah, so what'd you do after Chick-fil-A? Yeah, so what'd you do after college? I was like, oh, man.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. We have a spreadsheet.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Pull it up.
Yeah. But it's been fun having guests, man. I really enjoy it. You know? If you made it this far and you have somebody who you think would be good on this show, let us know. We have the ability to do a virtual one. Obviously, if we can get it in person, that'd be a lot better. But we do have the ability to go virtual and do something like that.
And our podcast equipment is all portable. So, and I know we've had guests or people that we've reached out to last year, so 2022, that we had planned on doing episodes with, and didn't end up working out, unfortunately, for like scheduling issues. But hopefully we can get them on this year. Mm-hmm. But so first guest. Well, we didn't really start recording this until we had the Inspo boys on here.
Inspocast?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was either Ben or AJ. I think it was AJ and then Trey, and then soon after we had Ben on.
Yeah. Regardless, those were probably one of my favorite episodes because they added a new dynamic to the podcast.
Right? Yeah, dude. Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited to have more guests on. See who else we happen to bring on. Who knows? You know, maybe one day we got like somebody that's doing like, I mean, they're all doing great things, but just because we haven't had somebody that is like 100% stranger that like we met through like Instagram or something and they came on.
Cool.
Well, no, because I mean, Vic knew him.
Oh yeah, there were connections. There.
Yeah, Gabby knew him. Lupe knew him.
We almost did. My boy from Podcastrophe.
Right. Yeah, Dick.
That shout out, man. We're gonna have you on this year, but we didn't ended up working out because he had we had some scheduling issues, and then it just didn't end up working out. We got pretty busy, but we're gonna have him on this year. I got to hit him up. But I think here sometime we're going to have Trey back on. He had messaged me.
Yeah, dude. I'm excited to have Trey back on. I haven't seen him since that one time we ran across him in the gym, to be honest.
He sees Andy a lot because they go to the same gym. So, yeah, they talk a lot. I think it'd be pretty fun to have both of them on an episode.
Well, Andy asked me that one of Trey's friends is looking to get his car detailed. And I send Andy Eric's info so that way he can get it back to that guy.
Let's go.
Yeah, dude. See, it's all like these like interwebs right here, dude. Shout out Eric Moreno.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, dude.
And Eric's the one who got me the connection with the pregame guys.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, dude. Everyone knows somebody, and we're all just here to help each other out. It's just one massive community, bro. Everyone, at the end of the day, is trying to help people out. You know what I mean? Most people. There are some people out there that are dickheads,
just in it for the quick buck or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's why I love that we started the podcast, and I don't see us stopping anytime soon.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what kind of guests we have for 2023.
Yeah.
But what's one main thing that you want us to accomplish as a podcast for this year?
I mean, we already communicate well as far as like recording schedules and having guests on, and if we can't record 1 week, we double record when we can. You know, we're really good about doing that. So I want to keep that up because I think that's like a good foundation for us. One thing I guess for me would to try to get our engagement up, and get some more subscribers. I'd love to hit like a 500 to 1,000.
Yeah.
By our 1 year mark. Like our 2 year mark, I should say.
Yeah, by the 2 year mark, which is in October.
I think it's October.
Yeah, October.
Yeah, if not like by the end of the year for sure, but I don't know. It just because like people know about it, you know what I mean? It's just it takes time, especially when it comes to like a podcast, because there's so many podcasts out there that like
it's just
choosing which one to listen to is rough sometimes.
Yeah, and
like even for me, like when I listen to a podcast. Sometimes I skip a couple episodes of a podcast and be like, I'm not interested in this one, not interested in this one. And then I go back to it. Mm-hmm. You know, like I'll just miss a couple episodes because I just didn't find those interesting. And that's just how the podcast game is, you know?
That's how I am with like every podcast. Even with Graham Steffens, I haven't watched his in a minute. Just because like the guests that he's had on, I haven't really been too interested in.
But eventually he's going to have a guest and you'll be like, oh shit. And then you're going to be like, why'd I stop watching Graham Steffens?
And then I'll have
to binge his content.
Yeah. We know exactly how it works.
Yeah, dude. I know, bro, because we all consume this stuff, you know? Like we're doing a podcast, but we're also podcast consumers.
Yeah,
you know,
which as it should be, because I mean, I think that's the best way to grow. But I think mine is trying to get more subscribers too. Yeah. Let's. I think the goal is because we're at 171
as of right now.
So 171 as of right now. I think we can hit 500 by the 2 year mark. We just need to like step up the game. I mean, it's a really big goal, and I mean, shout out Vic, but. One of his content that he posted, one of the videos that he posted said, if your goals don't scare you, then like they're not big enough. They're not big enough.
Yeah. And it's like we're at 171. So realistically we're like more than a fifth of the way there. Mm-hmm. But it took us a year and some change to get to almost 200 to where we're at now. So if you do the math, we're going to be shy of 500 by the time if we grow the same rate we're going now. But I mean, I feel like 500 is like the low ball, and 1,000 would be super nice. And if we don't hit it and we get 800, we got fucking 800. We got 800 people watching our content that hopefully like our content, you know?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. It's cool. And this is this is one of the few things I've like stuck with like for the longest.
Yeah, I could attest to that. Like I think the podcast has been the thing you've been most consistent about, like as far as like content.
And dude, as far as content creation, this is like this is kind of like a baby to me. You know what I mean? Like I
It
love
feels like that too, right?
Yeah, like I was so pumped to get these dumb mics that were like $60 or something.
Yeah,
you know?
dude, I didn't realize how expensive things were until we started all this.
I'm saying,
Like
bro.
one of these mics costs double of like our old mic, basically.
Yeah, and even then, this is a cheap one compared to like an actual like the Rode mics or the short mics.
That's goals. But those
You know?
those Rode ones are like, what are they called? The short mics.
Shode SHODE, but I think it's like a Rode product.
Those mics a piece cost like $200 to $300.
Yeah,
just for the mic.
yeah. And we're looking to get an audio interface that's $200 to $300.
So I'd much rather get the audio interface first before we get any other big mics.
No doubt.
But like these are like budget mics, and they're like $60 a mic.
Yeah,
might not sound crazy to you guys, but that's a lot of money.
yeah. Because we bought 3, and we're gonna get a 4th soon. But I don't know, man. There's a lot of big things to come, and I went to this thing that I talked to you about the other day, and they were talking about. One guy said something like, "You get what you plan for," and I mean it's true. You do get what you plan for. You know, sometimes there is curveballs that get thrown just because like life happens, but like. If you plan, like, to do, like, Cole, right? He planned to be, like, shoot real estate. He said that's one of his ultimate goals was to get into the real estate business. And what's he doing now? He's doing real estate photos, videos. He's working with big companies. You know what I mean?
That guy's killing it, man.
Yeah, dude, he's doing his own style. Elias is planning to be a pro bodybuilder, and he will. Dude's only, like, 18, 19 years old.
Dude, he's got, like... a pretty big following now.
Yeah. I mean, Victor, he's sponsored by like Alpha Lion, Mentality. He's got Hard Body, and then Iron Infidel. Like, bro, and he planned it, bro. Like you could see it, like hanging around him. He stood out from like all of us, and it was super obvious. I remember. I don't know. Okay, so this one year, right in North Carolina. It was a New Year's resolution, or it was New Year's, and we all got together. It was like me, Karin, him, Ariadna, and like other friends. And Vic kind of like went around, and we were all like sitting super comfy. It was all like couples and stuff. And he kind of gathered everybody in a circle, and he was, all right, guys. He's like, let's talk about what we want in life, you know. And he went around like asking people one by one, and he was like, oh, it's cheesy, and I'm like, no, dude, it's good, but. You could tell like he planned for what he has now. So like, yeah, that guy that told me that or told us that at the thing I went to yesterday, you do get what you plan for, you know? So I heard that and I was like, you're right.
Yeah. And sometimes you get more than what you plan for. And those are like the best times.
Yeah. Cause
I've had, more success that I would have ever imagined on my own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Because I would, when I first started, I would still think that I would be at like maybe 100 subscribers.
Like by now?
By now. I didn't really have any like set goals until like 2 months in.
Yeah.
But I really like that we have a lot of people around us that are doing things, especially Vic. Like he's family. Yeah. And he's doing really big things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's cool, it's like with you, like you would drive like 30 minutes to go record at a soccer field where I live closest to, and if I could join you for the shoot, I would. And if I couldn't, I'd just tell you, hey, bro, I can't today. But regardless, you would go on your own. You know, you would drive 30 minutes to go set up, shoot a video for like 2-3 hours, and drive back 30 minutes. Dude,
because my mindset was like, I wanna record content, and if like there's nobody that can join me, then there's nobody that can join me. I'll figure something out.
Yeah. And like, I'll set up all the cameras. I'll do everything by myself.
Yeah, and low key sometimes it's fun just doing it by myself because I like find weird moments in the videos that I just find myself doing. Yeah, and I add that into the video, and it makes me look like an idiot, but I think it's fun.
Yeah.
But like it's been a journey because especially for me as far as like soccer content, because my YouTube channel is I think officially like a sports channel because I've on my YouTube studio there's like stuff on the far right that gives you recommendations for your channel, and something had popped up and be like what sports channels do, or like recommendations for sports channels and how to grow. So like YouTube has put my channel in a niche of like sports channels, so now I know like what works and what doesn't.
Well, that's what worked for you almost since the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, like doing those videos. Like I enjoyed like your challenge videos, like your couple challenges where you guys buy stuff and watch a movie, like, and stuff like that's cool. But for whatever reason, your soccer stuff kicked off?
I think it's because I'm more like passionate about soccer and all that. I love doing that way more than like walking around and vlogging. Yeah. Because I like the fact of like showing up, here's like the shoot time, and then afterwards like transport videos and everything, but like you're not really like recording.
It takes a different kind of person to vlog.
Yeah. It really does.
Because before you know it, I'm through my day and I'm like, fuck, I only recorded in the morning.
Yeah. Well, like, because whenever I know I'm gonna vlog for a day, I always have a mental note, be like, record. Am I gonna record this? Should I record this? Like, how do I record this? Yeah, it's like throughout the whole day, it's like that. So it's kind of mentally challenging. Yeah, but I think for me, what works best is like showing up to a shoot. I've got like things planned out that I want for the video. I do them, and then afterwards, I do like film myself doing like for videos for like reels and shorts. And then after that, I just kick around or like stretch and then go home and like transfer everything and edit everything. Yeah. But one of the main things that I struggled with in 2022 for my channel is finding a freaking soccer field to play at, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I've been kicked out of so many freaking soccer fields. Yeah. Not because I've done anything bad, but because I'm technically not allowed to play there. I've gone to a public place before and they've kicked me out, saying that like that space is only for like people that are members of the club, which I think was true. I just didn't know about it.
Right.
But I didn't realize how hard it was to find a place that I could record. And the only place that I've gone to before, now I found a new place that I'll talk about, but before was the place in Avon, where like the fields were literally hidden. Nobody was there.
And I think that's the main reason why, because there wasn't a lot of foot traffic. Shit, I mean, I'm sure there was like maintenance guys, because you see trucks, you know, and we would go play, but like...
Well, at some point on some of my videos, you can even look back at it. There's people cutting the grass. And like at some point, I went up to the dude. I'm like, hey, am I in your way? Like, he's like, no, dude, like we'll go. They were really cool about it because they were cutting the grass, and the field that I was playing on and recording, the dude was like, oh, like we'll just save this one for last. We'll cut the rest, and then after you're done, we'll just cut this one. And
That's
I'm like,
dope.
I'm like, damn, like thank you. I thought I was about to get kicked out again. Yeah, that's dope. But it was oh man, it's been a struggle trying to find a field to play at and record.
Especially when like that's what you want your content to be, and if you can't find a place to record, you're like, what the fuck? Like,
what do I do?
Yeah,
because I've thought about setting up. Well, I did a video with the rebounder that I bought this year inside, using socks into a bucket.
Yeah.
And that's another example of just posting shit. That video was complete trash, bro. It's like, you just need to post shit.
Yeah.
Like, that video was, I don't think I'll ever do something like that again. But I just wanted to use a rebounder, but I didn't have a soccer field to go to because I wasn't allowed to.
So you're like, how can I be creative?
And I did that video. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
But now that we moved into this new apartment, I think I found the jackpot. Oh, knock on wood.
Yeah, dude.
But I think I found the jackpot. There's a soccer field like literally 5 minutes away onto the gym. On the way to the gym. That's like 7 minutes away. And it's got full-size goals.
Oh, shit.
It's got really nice fields. It's got like a trail to like walk your dog and stuff. So like whenever you're there, that's what you see. And there's also like frisbee stuff, or like frisbee golf. So a lot of people do that too. And I went yesterday, as of recording, and I didn't get kicked out.
Were there people there?
Yeah, there were people there. There was a dad with his son there. There was like a lot of people playing frisbee golf, people walking their dogs.
And you had your tripod set up.
I had my whole tripod set up, recording my YouTube video, and there's people that walk past me, just looked at me and then just looked away, didn't say anything, walking their dog. I'm like, oh my goodness. And the whole time I was like on edge, looking over at the parking lot
to see if somebody was like walking up to tell you to go away,
to see if there was like a freaking dude on a golf cart just driving to me. That's like my worst nightmare. If I see
dudes on golf carts as soccer fields, they got no mercy, bro.
Yeah,
they'll come up and just tell you to fuck off.
Yeah. Because that's like my worst nightmare. If I'm shooting a video and I see a dude driving up to me in a golf cart, I'm like, this is it. Like, there goes my fucking chances of recording here. But nobody was showing up. And I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Like, I can record here. And previous story, I had actually called the I when I first found the park, I had called like their number and asked them if it was okay for me to play on there. And what they said specifically is that it's a public park. You can play on there. Like, there's no fee. Like, it's a public park. You can play on there in the goals unless like there's a tournament going on. They have the priority, obviously.
Right, that makes sense.
So I'm like, dude, this is it.
You're like, ching.
Yeah. So hopefully, knock on wood, 2023 in the summer, I'm gonna go ham. Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do during like the winter months. Well, I have some couple video ideas that are kind of stupid, but it'll be kind of hard to do and fun. But Gabby's not gonna like the idea of them. And
do they involve doing soccer stuff inside of the apartment?
No. They involve doing soccer stuff outside of the apartment in like 0-degree weather.
Do it
in the snow.
Hit me up, bro. Hit me up.
Yeah, in the snow. So
yeah, I'm down. I'm there.
Bet.
If I can make it, I'm there.
Gabby wouldn't be too fond of me doing that.
Well, knowing your track record, you come back with like fucking the coronavirus.
Going outside with nobody there.
Yeah.
But I thought of it. I know how I want to do the video, and it's like I'm like, dude, I don't think I've seen anybody do this. So it'll make for good content. If they keep the goals up at that place,
right? Because sometimes they take them away.
But if not, I have my own goals now. So I can just go and set them up. So yeah, I've got some content lined up for that. But once the summer hits, dude, you best bet I'm going to be like recording 2 videos. I'm going to probably be posting like 2 to 3 times a week.
Nice.
It's going to be nice.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. So I think right now, my subscriber count for my YouTube channel I know. It's 1,301.
I looked at it before we started recording.
Like I actually have my brain linked up to it right now.
You have a rolling subscriber count.
Yeah.
In your head.
But my goal by the end of this year is to have. Oh, it's kind of a bold. Oh man. So yeah, this is the thing. Every time I talk about goals, like out loud, they never happen. I always think about them in my head, but out loud, every time I say them, they never happen.
Yeah, should make it happen.
I'm gonna break the curse. So by the end of the year, this year, I want to have at least 5,000 subscribers.
Okay.
On YouTube.
Okay, so by the end of 2023, nice.
And I'm scared as crap saying this because I don't know what's going to happen or not.
Well, 5K, you'd probably be monetized by then.
Yeah, but realistically, I want that 10K subscriber plaque.
Yeah.
I want that 10K.
Oh, shit, is that 10K?
Yeah.
That's the bronze one, right?
That's like the first one that you can get at 10K.
Bro. 10K, 100K, and then a million?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever I get that, if I ever do, I'm hanging that shit up. Yeah. It's going up.
You are gonna get it,
dude. I hope so.
You are, bro. What do you mean?
It's gonna. If I do, bro, you best bet podcast room right here. You're gonna see here every time.
Yeah. It's actually just be right here, just plastered right there. Yeah.
Actually, it's gonna take place in my face.
Hola, Bobo.
Hola, Bobo. I don't know what he even said. If you guys haven't seen that meme of Messi calling out the Netherlands people,
yeah,
it's freaking.
You
funny.
saw the meme of Mbappe walking by the fucking trophy. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm excited. Obviously, the new year always brings in like new change, new challenges, new beginnings, and all of that crap. But I think, from what I've found in my experiences, whenever I embrace the cheesiness of like this new beginning, like I'm gonna do it and like actually do it, like just embrace the fucking cringe of like, oh, I'm doing a New Year's resolution, or I'm gonna better myself, or like, oh, it's cheesy to think about always a positive aspect, because I feel like some people think about it that way. Bro, that's how you grow.
It ends up like working in a way,
yeah, dude.
Right?
It always ends up working, always.
So like some people might bash on New Year's resolutions, but at the end of the day, if you look at it, they help people.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just really looking to make a change in 2023 because ever since I left the military, I feel like I've kind of been stagnant for the past 3 years. Like, I mean, we've moved every year to like a better location in Indy, but as far as like personal goals and money goals and all this stuff, I feel like I've remained stagnant for like 3 years. So now with the birth of my daughter, I'm like, dude, I got to make a change. I can't just be sitting around again being all fat and depressed, So.
Well, I had brought up this idea to Gabby, and we were gonna see if you guys wanted to like swap or wanted us to go over either both me and Gabby stay and take care of Vale while you guys go hit the gym, or like we go over, me and you go hit the gym, we come back, they both go to the gym. Yeah, something like that.
Well, honestly, there's this thing where like obviously there's this thing of like it takes a village to raise a baby, and like I feel like God and I are very shameless in asking sometimes. So I'm sorry if you guys feel like we're very needy, but
I don't feel like you should feel sorry about being shameless about asking to take care of your baby. Like, okay. I mean, at the end of the day, it is your baby, but at the end of the day, like, she's my niece.
Yeah.
And she's Gabby's niece.
And we were just talking about that today, about like the relationship, like literally right before I came here, relationship that Vale will have with people. And Karen would just stand there and she was like crying because like typical like mom and dad stuff where we're like, oh, we love you so much and stuff. All that stuff. And she goes, you know, she's like, I'm really excited for the relationship that Wedo and Valen are gonna have. Oh, okay. Yeah. She goes, Wedo's gonna be such a good uncle. She's gonna.
Oh, she said that. Yeah, I'm about to cry right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So she was just like, I'm excited, dude, because it's like, I see the love, dude. I'm gonna try super hard not to cry.
His eyes are tearing up. Zoom in right now.
But I see like the relationship that she's already having with you guys, and you guys are trying to have with her, and that makes like my heart so full, and it makes me feel so happy that like there's people that care for my daughter and that are so close to me.
Dude, every time we see her, it's like I still can't believe that like I have a niece, or like that you have a daughter. Yeah. And like I see her, like either you holding her, Gaden holding her, Gabby holding her. Yeah. Or whenever I hold her, I'm just like, holy cow, this is like a living being. Yeah, like I can't wait till like she like starts talking or like starts becoming more aware, and like we get to actually like play with her. Like right now she's in like the nurturing stage. Yeah. Where like she literally can't do anything for herself.
Yeah. I mean, shit. I mean, Romy was like 6-7 months old, and you could interact with him, you know. Violet's not that far away from that.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see her grow up or be with her alongside her as she grows up. Yeah. And just be a part of her life. It's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, dude. I'm super pumped for it, and like just relationships you have with everybody, like that makes me super happy. So yeah, I think here soon, whether it be with you guys or with Guidance Mom or even with like my parents, like our parents, like we're gonna have to take a break for like just for me and her, whether it be like go out on a date, watch a movie, go out for dinner, go out for lunch, or like here, just ask you guys to come over like while her and I go hit the gym, you know. And hitting the gym isn't gonna be like I'm a deadlift, I'm a squat, I'm a bench. It's gonna be like Stairmaster for 15 minutes. Yeah. Band work on my shoulders, my knees. I hurt my elbow at work the other day a little bit.
How the hell did you hurt your elbow?
I was picking up a safe, like moving a safe inside of a trailer. And I went under it to push it, and I went to push, and I felt like a lot of pressure right here.
Like that's your elbow. Insertion of your tricep? Yeah.
Oh, maybe. It's better now, but it's still sore, so I have to like, I don't know.
Did you try and push too fast?
I think too hard because I haven't worked out in a while.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm still strong as fuck, but my body can't keep up.
In every aspect of lifting, exercising, and running, I am above Pablo.
You know what? One day I told you will never be, and I regret letting you get ahead of me. But how far will I last, bro? That shit ain't going on for too much longer.
But speaking about that, yesterday I had gotten to go play soccer, and every time I go play soccer and film a video, for some reason I tend to hit legs, and I had hit legs that morning. And dude, yesterday night when I was sitting here editing, every single bone on my legs freaking hurt.
Oh, yeah?
I moved a little, all cracks. My ankles, crack. I'm like, oh, my goodness. And it didn't help that it was, like, still a little cold outside. So whenever I was kicking the ball, you felt that sting.
Yeah.
And I looked at my right foot, and it was just, like, all red.
Nice.
And I'm like, oh, my goodness. Nice. So I slept like a baby.
Oh, dude, I bet. Especially after a nice shower.
Oh, yeah. I took 2 showers yesterday. You should be proud of me.
Fucking
one after the gym. I told Gabby walking into my second shower, I'm like, this is my second shower. You can't say that I stink today.
Yeah. Well, shit. Start stretching more, doing the preventative care.
I did a lot of stretching yesterday. Even before I went to bed, I like laid down, stretched my lower back and all that.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for 2023. It's crazy what having a kid will do to your mentality. You know, so yeah, I'm excited. I don't want to say too much because I always say too much and then I never do anything. So I'm just gonna shut up and do.
Well, I'm gonna be here to hold you accountable to my best, but at the end of the day, you're the only person that can do it.
Facts.
So start fucking posting on your YouTube channel.
I called Maria Cruz the other day, and she goes, "When's your next video coming out?" And I was like,
"Did she really?"
Yeah.
See, there you go.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, let us know down in the comments if you guys have any New Year's resolutions or if you don't do New Year's resolutions and why. But if you guys liked the episode, go down, hit that like button. If you didn't subscribe at the beginning of the episode, here's your chance now. Go hit that subscribe button. But we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.